Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Dorm Talks with Chris and John. I'm John. That's Chris. And today we are going to talk about our top 10 NBA point guards for the 2025-2026 NBA season. To preface, we are projecting, so therefore, the injured point guards such as Kyrie, Dame, and Tyrese Halliburton will not be on our list. So don't come for us in the comments. We've just decided that we're projecting, so we're going to keep them off. And hopefully they return and can get back on our list next year. Two of them have a good chance at it. Anyway, Chris, how are you doing this Tuesday evening? We're a little delayed, but we're back on it. So how are we doing?
We're pretty cool. Back in my room, back at home, and I am feeling great. I'm happy to get started. I'm happy to move on to the NBA because John knows like my NFL knowledge is nowhere near as good as my NBA knowledge. So some of those position rankings were starting to get a little, just a little difficult to expand on. So hopefully, I'm going to be a much better talking partner here.
Listen, we all have our strengths, and I know there are going to be some parts in basketball where I'm a little weak. There's a part in football that I was a little one dimensional, and so we're it's a growing process. We're all getting better. I'm excited for these NBA rankings. I feel like there's a lot we can both add, and I'm excited to get into it.
Yeah.
So, um, as far as news goes, we did have some NBA signings. Chris Paul back to the Clippers.
The
Clip
unction. Shout
the
out the Clip.
unction.
You got their retirement home running.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the moves on the real app to see if I missed anything. But
And
I
Russell
don't know.
Westbrook
I
still not on a team, unfortunately.
He should go to the Rockets, man.
Don't
I
make me
really
not again. Don't make me-
um Josh Okogie to the Rockets.
Oh
Shout
yeah.
out.
Is it
Um
does Josh Okogie feels so like I don't know. Feels so like he's from like 15 years ago.
he used to be like very relevant, but I don't know. He was supposed to be real solid, but he's been tossed around a little bit.
He's
Um
2018. I feel like he was picked in like 1998. I don't know why.
he has
Oh,
been
boy.
around for a little bit.
Yeah.
Um So yeah, any thoughts about Chris Paul back to LA, or is it just kind of like a farewell tour kind of thing?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I mean, he's probably gonna play a decent bench role for them, but I don't see it being like this crazy needle mover that everybody thinks it is. I'm not super high on the Clippers this year. I think they're gonna be a good team, but also don't expect them to be like a contender for.
I know they're old, I do, but
Mhm.
I like the team.
Yeah.
I kind of
I
like
guess
the team a lot. I'm pretty bullish on them, and I know we'll talk about that a little more, but I feel like Kawhi is getting like healthier a little bit every year since his like major surgery. So I feel like if we get like 60 games from him this year, and then like I know it's asking for a lot, but like I know we've been saying this for so many years, but like I don't know. I know they're old, but I like it a lot
that's
because they're
fair.
also in a conference with the Warriors who might be older.
Yeah,
So um, it's I don't know. I like them a lot, but I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. So yeah, that's pretty much all for NBA news. NFL news, TJ Watt got an extension, shout out. Um, other than
shout out
that,
defensive ends getting paid.
these edge rushers, man. I every time one gets paid, Jerry Jones is losing more money. Did you hear his quote?
I think I heard about. I don't remember what he exactly said.
He was like, he's like, they're like, why haven't you signed him yet? And it's like, well, Micah Parsons missed 6 games last year, so just because you signed him doesn't mean you got him. We signed our quarterback, top quarterback money, and he didn't play for us. I was like, bro, that's insane to say. And by the way, Micah Parsons missed 4 games, not 6, which is a big difference. A big difference. In NFL terms, and you can't not pay Micah Parsons because he's your entire defense.
No, please don't pay him. Let him
I
walk.
would, I
Let
would
him,
love, but that's also the thing. They're going to pay him.
yeah,
They
I
they
know.
always do this, and they still have to pay CD. They haven't paid CD yet, right? I don't think they have.
Have they not?
It's just insane. It's like just pay your guys because then all these guys are getting contracts, and Micah Parsons is gonna have to make more than all these guys because he's not even in his prime yet. TJ Watts is leaving his prime currently, which
Uh,
makes me feel old. But
it's fine. Yeah, he's CD already signed.
okay, well they better.
Yeah,
Um,
oh yeah, because they did. There was that whole drum. Oh yeah, they're literally doing the same thing again.
it's ridiculous, man. It's
Yeah, this is
ridiculous.
so fun being an Eagles fan. Just watching this team just do that to itself. I tell
Imagine
people,
having it.
Cowboys are like my favorite team for all the wrong reasons.
I just because in the press conference, his son was basically like Stephen Jones is basically like copying the same thing he said. I'm like, man, even when Jerry gets old, and you know what happens when you're old, and even when that happens, you got the same guy who's gonna live 50 more years, and he's gonna run the team. So
This
I'm
is
like,
gonna,
man,
I love the Cowboys, man.
it's never gonna end.
I love it. Please keep doing the same thing.
Please. All right, shall we get into our top tens?
Yes, sir.
All right. I know you have more honorable mentions than me, so I'm gonna get into my two, and then just kind of go
Yeah,
from there. So my honorable mentions are Jamal Murray and LaMelo Ball. And
that's fair.
Jamal Murray, I mean, he there was points last year where he looked really bad,
Hmm.
like very bad. But there are also points where he had some moments in the playoffs. He wasn't great in the playoffs because Jokic had to carry a lot of that team, but he had his moments.
Yeah,
Wasn't
yeah.
quite like 2 or 3 years ago,
But
but you know, I feel like he still deserves some credit as that like top 15 point guard. He's going to be one of the better players to never make an All Star game. I don't see how he
yeah,
makes an All Star game out west. Um,
yeah, he's never gonna do it.
if he hasn't done it before, he's not going to do it now. Um, unless he has some crazy breakout year. One of those crazy like those vets come out of nowhere. Sometimes it happens, but I'm not banking on it. And then I have Lamelo. It's all about health. When he's on the floor, he's a menace on both sides of the ball, literally.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that Charlotte team's gonna be interesting. It's if he's not healthy, you guys kind of gotta have to like rethink what you're doing there. But I mean, I just hope he's healthy so we can get a real gauge on what he is. But it's unfortunate because he's so good.
I know.
He's
And he's
so
so
good.
fun to watch. He's like definitely one of like the most electric players in the league. Like,
Yeah.
plays like a guy that you just kind of pulled from YouTube or just pulled off the street ball court and just made him really good and put him on the NBA court.
Yeah, I think people forget like how big he is too.
Yeah, he's like six. I'm not. He's 6'8".
Yeah, it's just and then he's like a point guard and moves like a point guard and he's ridiculous. So I'm hoping for a healthy year for him so we can accurately rank him. So for now I'm putting him in the honorable mentions. He's showing him some love.
I respect that.
Well, how about you? What do you got?
So for my honorable mentions, I had same as you. I had Melo and Murray. And then I had
Okay.
De'Aaron Fox,
Ooh.
and I also had two. Oh, what were you about to
I was
say?
gonna say I thought I put Fox on honorable mention, but he's definitely there. But go ahead.
Okay, cool. And then I have two surprise ones. One's Westbrook. That's my guy. I'm gonna keep putting him on honorable mentions till he retires. I'm not gonna lie to you.
As you should. As you should.
And then here's my big breakout year guy, Andrew Nemhart.
I like it.
Yeah,
Especially with Halliburton now. I like it.
yeah. So you already kind of talked on Jamal Murray and LaMelo. I'm honestly same thing with you, you know. I don't think Jamal Murray's gonna have a good regular season. I think he's gonna kind of do what he's been doing the past couple years, obviously. kind of be like a good player, obviously still in the regular season, but only be great in the playoffs at times.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox, I definitely saw a lot of people were like, "Oh, he should be top 10 because he's gonna be next to Wemby," but I don't know. It's like also a thing of I think these other guys are just gonna have much better years, but I wouldn't be surprised if De'Aaron Fox has his like best year.
He's one of those guys where it's like you could see him have like an All NBA year,
Yeah.
but he's also one of those. He's also like that All NBA year he had in 2022. He's getting further and further away, and these NBA years count for a lot of years
Yeah.
as they progress.
Yeah.
So
He's like not obviously not gonna be like the guy here too. Like
especially, I mean, like when you draft guys that are like gonna be
hmm
dudes, it's like he's gonna get a little fire under his ass.
Yeah.
I mean, with all those young guys they have in there, um, I don't know. It's a make or break. It's a big year for him. It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, very
Um,
big. I honestly I expect him to average like a pretty good number of assists, a lot less than points and everything. I expect him and his two main game with Wemby and his two main. I expect him to take a
don't
little bit of a backseat role when it comes to just being that lead guard.
don't you expect him to like kind of need to create a little bit with that team? Like with Wemby, you need another like
Yeah,
you need someone else creating and scoring for themselves and for others.
yeah,
So, and I don't know if you're gonna rely on the young guys or Stephon Castle or whoever right at the gate. I don't know.
yeah. Who was that? It was what, Dylan Harper?
Dylan Harper, yeah. I don't always blank on his name.
Yeah,
When the
I know.
camera goes on, I blank on every name. I swear to God.
Yeah, I'm like sitting here thinking like it's Dylan Harper. Like I know it's Dylan.
I swear to God, I'm an encyclopedia with sports. Any other time, you can ask any of my friends, but as soon as the camera goes on, I forget like the most basic names of all time.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah, but yeah, it's like weird because I'd completely be like, I wouldn't be surprised if he does turn in more to that creator role that we saw back in Sacramento mostly. But I also wouldn't be surprised if he's like, if we see a down year as far as like usage goes, especially as the year goes on, you know.
Yeah,
I think it also depends on if they like really want to try and make another playoff push or want to try and be in the lottery again,
I
or
think you
what goes on
have
with
to make a
Wemby and
playoff
health.
push.
Oh yeah, they're gonna try, but it completely also falls on Wemby.
Yeah, his health is scary, man. It
It's
kind
like
of,
if he's healthy the whole year, they're gonna try and make that playoff push. But if he's not, then
yeah, it's tough.
it's
It's
tough.
tough.
Yeah,
He's gonna start to need playoff experience very soon.
yeah,
And I really like what they did this offseason. So if he's healthy, I
Mhm.
think they're set up well to make some
Yeah,
noise. Not
yeah,
saying like make a run or anything, but like get in the playoffs, do something, get him some experience.
but yeah.
Did you want to talk Russ at all,
Um,
or are you just gonna give him some love?
that's my guy, man. I mean, it's weird because at this point in his career, he's evolved more into the six man type of guy. He's still like a
Energy off the
great,
bench.
yeah, he's still a great defender for his position. He's still a great passer as far as everything goes, but it's definitely not what he used to be. And it's also a weird thing of a usage thing too, because I feel like he still could have those like have a decent season. Like let's say he goes to a team where he is like their clear point guard, he could just go there. And I'm not saying he's gonna be 2018 or 2020 or 2021 or 22 Russ, right? But he could still like be what we saw during that Clippers playoff run against the Suns. What we
He should
saw.
go to the Suns.
Ah,
I mean, they need a point guard.
I can't watch Suns basketball for a year. I can't do that to myself. I'm gonna start feeling sad for Booker again.
He should go to the Suns, get his trade value up, and then get traded mid year.
Yeah, but yeah, him and honestly, I wanted to talk about Andrew Nemhart mostly.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I forgot you said. Yeah, go
That's
ahead.
my biggest like breakout year guy. I think we were talking about this before, but we were like, with Tyrese Halliburton going down, like we're gonna be seeing like what can this Pacers team do, right? It's a thing
Yeah.
of like they're not gonna be able to make a playoff push, like a deep one at least. I don't think.
Losing
So
Miles Turner sucks.
that really does suck. He was bad in the finals, so I guess it makes sense why they didn't want to like match that Bucks offer.
But you went from Miles Turner to Thomas Bryant.
No, it's the other guy. It's their center. I forgot his name. He was actually pretty good in his limited minutes in the finals. Uh yeah, because I remember he was traded there, I think. It's not Tony
It's
Bradley.
Yeah, because they threw a few guys out there. They threw Thomas Bryant, Tony Bradley out there.
Yeah,
N- No one really gave him good minutes. Like Thomas Bryant had that random stretch where he hit like three threes out of nowhere.
but yeah, I mean, obviously you're not gonna be looking towards Thomas Bryant. So
Right.
I think this is a more of a retool year. Like they're gonna try and see what happens. Like if they get into a position where Tyrese Halliburton's coming back and they can make another playoff push, then they do that. But if they can't, they might be looking to see what happens in the draft. But I expect a lot of
Yeah.
big things from him. He was like it felt like consistently he was a big time player for them. Like he had that same clutch
Yeah.
gene that Halliburton had. So with Hallie down, I kind of expect him to take the reins more. Like he's not going to be their number one guy, obviously. It's going to be Pascal Siakam, but he's going to be
Yeah.
their clear like number two as far as ball handler goes. And this is also a big year for him to like become a point guard too, because he did struggle with ball handling against like pressure from the Thunder.
Yeah. I mean, this could be the best thing that could happen to him.
Yeah,
Honestly. I
but
mean,
yeah, that was yeah, that's what I see from him.
all right. Well, let's get into this top 10.
Mhm.
Who do you have at number 10?
I have Darius Garland.
Same.
Same. Okay, cool.
Let's go. Let's talk about Darius Garland.
Let's talk about Darius Garland.
Bounce back year. I was so happy to see it, man. I was so
I
happy
know.
to see it.
You remember a couple years ago when he was like the worst player in the league?
Yeah, I do remember that, man. I do. Shout out Darius Garland. Um, I mean, just I think the coaching switch,
hmm
um, having now I'm blanking on his name, the head coach of the Cavs, um,
Actually,
who who just came over, um, but his ability to
is it?
just become.
It's not Kenny Atkinson.
It is Kenny Atkinson. It is.
It is. Oh,
It is. It
I
is.
knew it was Kenny Atkinson. You made it sound like they just hired a new guy. That's what I was like.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
No, I mean, they went from Bickerstaff to
Atkinson. Oh, okay, that's what you meant. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Close.
I mean, Darius Garland last the year before just kind of got lost in the shuffle, but he was able to find his role again, become I mean that number two scoring option for him, and just distribute. And I think it helped that the team was just much better. Evan Mobley took a step up.
Oh yeah.
Donovan Mitchell's Donovan Mitchell, and I think I don't know. I think he went from like kind of going to expendable to
Mhm.
you got to give him love for in the top 10 point guards because he was big for them, man.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, I completely agree. Um, his excellence into becoming like a such a great playmaker for them has been like such a big part of what made that team so good. Because then you went from asking Donovan Mitchell to be like that main play initiator to him.
Yeah,
You allow D Mitch to just be that crazy, ridiculous scorer that has like a million-pound duffel bag. It's like insane. My only issues with Garland is a lot of the issues that a lot of those smaller guards face when it comes to the postseason. It's like number one, like with that long regular season, it's like now it's a matter of can your body hold up until the big moments. Like we saw a big part of why they lost to the Pacers like that was just because that whole team was just suffering through injuries,
yeah,
you know. So I do expect a bigger year from him. I think that postseason loss is gonna let them become a better team, and that starts with him. And with Evan Mobley being even better, like he's probably going to take even another leap. That's going to take like a lot of the pressure off of him too, obviously. And now all
Yeah.
of a sudden he's going to be able to make better plays.
I mean, if Garland doesn't get hurt, I think you assume they have a better shot against the Pacers. I
Yes.
mean, who knows, right?
Yeah, who knows? That's like, yeah, it was definitely hard to watch because you could tell all those injuries were bothering him. So hopefully we see him back at 100% going into next year.
That'd be awesome, man.
That'd be so great.
He's great. He really is. So shout out Darius Garland. You can go to your number 9. Go right into it.
All right, my number nine and my number eight, I've been like bouncing between for the past couple of days, honestly.
Hmm.
My number nine, I got John Morant.
Who's your 8?
Harden.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Go talk about. I thought we were gonna do the same thing, but go. All right, or flip flop. But go ahead to talk about John Morant.
yeah. I've been like kind of like here with him and Harden. Shout out Ja. Honestly, one of my favorite players to watch, number one. So
Yeah.
it was always a thing of, well, I remember we've talked about this before, but this Grizzlies team lives and dies by Ja Morant. Um, Jaren Jackson Jr. is great. They've got actually a solid supporting cast, I want to say now. And Scottie Pippen Jr. has become like a much better ball handler. But like this team does not make any like type of playoff runs without Ja there. And it's like shown every time he's on the court. Anytime he's on the court, their like late game execution is all of a sudden like infinitely better because they've got a guy that's completely confident in those bigger game situations, which is weird because looking at his game, it's like, oh, you can like kind of just stack up on him in the paint. You can do all this, do all that, but it's like shown anytime he just adds something to his game. I remember when I saw him add the floater to his game, when I saw him be able to like start backing down like smaller guards that can't jump with him. All of a sudden he gets like a couple feet away from the basket. He just does a little push shot now. So it was hard to put him any higher though for me because we've talked about this with the health issues and everything. We've talked about
Yeah.
like it's like it's just such it's like it feels like such an unfair thing to hold against them, but it's also like a lot of the guys above him, if they're not better than him, they have that consistency. Like we already said my number eight's Harden, but that's like the main thing with him. It's like
Yeah.
he's every game except for playoffs, but you know.
Yeah. I just switched my list around. I just because I realized I missed something big, but um, I also have John Morant as my 9.
Hmm.
Um, and what you said, I mean, just nailing that. Like he's clearly like such a game changing player, and I hope that his like scoring explosiveness where he was averaging 27 and 30 plus in the playoffs and doing ridiculous shit. I mean, just
Yeah.
otherworldly stuff. We haven't seen it in so long because he hasn't been on the court. If he's doing that, he's top 5,
Yeah.
or at least in those conversations. But we haven't seen it in 2 years. This is my guy, right? I've been riding with him since draft night, and um, it he just got to be on the floor. And I think when he's on the floor, he produces results. Um, his play style has has encouraged the injury proneness of him. So I'm hoping he can like adapt it a little to where he can be super effective but safe at the same time.
Yeah.
Because his ability to just relentlessly score at the rim and you just can't stop him because he's so freaking fast. It's
He's
like,
crazy.
and he can jump higher than anyone else combined. It's like it's it's unstoppable, and his playmaking is underrated.
Yeah.
It just really is, and the issue with like the roster changing so much about around him is there's no like stability with it, and you're losing like your best scoring option, Desmond Bain.
Hmm.
It's tough, man.
It's tough.
Kicking back to Desmond Bain is a lot different than kicking out to KCP.
Yeah.
It's just it's rough. And I honestly like the Cole Anthony move, like
Hmm.
that, and then they waived him. So it's like, or bought him out. So it's like I don't know. It's gonna they're gonna rely on him scoring a lot, and so
Yeah,
we're gonna really see it.
yeah.
Um,
Hopefully he can play more. Because it's like looking back on it, he was playing like 60 games, hovering around 60 games for the first like 4 years of his career. So it's like hopefully he can kind of ease back into doing that again. Because
yeah,
Lord knows
yeah,
his team is gonna need him.
yeah. It's gonna be rough. If not, it's gonna be really really bad.
Yeah. I
Um, so I'm hoping for the best, man. I feel like he can really have a bounce back year. And hopefully they're not done like moving stuff around because the roster's looking a little rough right now.
mhm.
And now you don't have Zach Eady for the start of the year, so it's like that.
Oh, he
And
got
then
in. Oh,
yeah,
you know what? I saw that.
he had a procedure, and they traded Jay Huff, so it's like the
I,
center looking a little thin.
I need
Um,
Steven Adams back on that Grizzlies team, man.
yeah, seriously, that be.
See,
But now he's with the Rockets. Number 8, I also have James Harden with
James
you.
Harden. Okay.
I flipped one around that made him bump down, but I mean, another bounce back year. You go ahead and talk about Harden a little bit.
Okay. So Harden is so funny to watch it because it's like funny to watch how he was like known as this like crazy like 40 points per game scorer who could also still dish out like 10
He
assists.
was averaging 40.
Like it's crazy much. Like we saw that man average 35 for a season. Like
Yep.
not like it really wasn't that long ago, you know. So it's crazy to kind of see how he's like just evolved to be more of this point guard playmaking guy since he's gotten to Brooklyn. And now he's on the Clippers and it's like he's still like that consistent like playmaker, you know? Like everything about him is just kind of sharp. You know, when
Yeah.
you watch
Yeah.
him, it's always a lot of the same moves, you know. It's not the crazy step back threes anymore as much. It's the tween. He drives past you and he's got a floater game or he's got an alley-oop.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's honestly crazy. And he's just consistent, you know. Obviously, we have our gripes with him in the playoffs, you know. We saw it in the Nuggets series. Like he had great games, but then he had that terrible game seven.
Yeah.
We've seen it like his whole career, so it's like I'm not gonna even hold it against him anymore because it's just kind of what I expect.
Yeah. I feel like in the playoffs he like doesn't know which bag to go into. Like he always gets confused.
Yeah.
And I feel like he just confuses himself and he hasn't figured it out ever. Like he's do I be a distributor? It's like he decides to be a scorer and then it's like it's good, but then he decides to be a distributor and his team goes 0 for 26 from 3 and and they miss their chance at the finals. Um or whatever.
Mhm.
It's I think sharp is the perfect word for Harden. I think that is just talking about an ability to dissect the play, see a guy making a cut or running a break before it happens, and just be able to get it there. Um, Being able to make guys like Norman Powell so much better.
Mhm.
Have Zoo make a ton of money because you make Avijay Zubac have his best year of his career
Yeah.
at like age 29. So it's just he makes everyone better because he knows when to get you the ball in your best moments.
Yeah.
And that's invaluable, honestly. And yeah, he's not doing that quick first step that he was so known for as
Mhm.
well. But if if he needs to get to the rim, he'll get to the rim at here and there. But his ability to just be the ultimate floor general is is it's big time. It's important. It really is.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly. Yeah.
All right, who do you have number 7?
My number seven is our boy Tyrese Maxey.
Yo, we got the same list, bro.
Oh my God. Oh crap. We definitely think about. You want to go in Maxi? That's our guy.
Yeah, it's he had a much better better number year that than I remember, but also his game. First of all, he's like one of the best finishers in the league. Like
Yep.
his ability to finish at the rim is ridiculous. Talk about first steps. I mean, who has a better first step than Maxi at this point?
Yeah.
And his ability, he didn't come into the league as like a shooter, but he's one of the best 3-point shooters in the game. He had a down year. I think everything was just a disaster last year. So
Yes. It's not
20,
completely his fault because he's being asked to like create all of his 3-point shots like off the dribble through like double team coverage instead of having like a facilitator to help him get
right.
those.
And 26, 3, and 6 was his down year. Like that's his down year. So I think he's gonna be so much higher than this too. I
Mhm.
think especially if Embiid's back and he has that pressure off of him, it's gonna be a big deal. And I think we have him as a point guard, right? Because that's what he
Yeah.
played. I also think that is why like I was wishy washy about where to put him. If VJ Edgecombe is able to be that guard and able to let Maxi slide back to the two and do what he does best, I think that's going to be even better for him. I really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Yeah. That's honestly what that Sixers team needs. Like a guy that's gonna allow them to all like play to their strengths because none of these guys are real like playmakers. I don't want to say playmakers, they're not real facilitators in
Yeah,
that sense.
they're not.
You know, that's why James Harden, we just talked about him. He was so great for the Sixers because that was a guy that was a pure facilitator. That guy was perfect at getting your players at their best spots. That's why we just saw Tyrese Maxey shot 43% from three when he had a facilitator. 43%, yeah, 43% from three back when Harden was still here. So, it's like I just kind of expect him to have a really good season, because this Sixers team is like best case scenario, he could end the season like top five. But worst case scenario, he could stay right here. And it's like completely dependent because let's say, if he's able to play next to Joel Embiid again and Paul George is able to be like remotely competent, then and VJ Edgecombe is able to become what people think he's going to be, then all of a sudden Tyrese is going to be able to, we might even see his points average go up.
Yeah, which is crazy because I mean it's ridiculously high already. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if everything's at least stable this year, like it's not we're not rolling out different lineups every night. He's gonna get even better. So I expect a big time bounce back, and his year wasn't even that bad.
Yeah.
Like I see Sixers fans trying to trade him. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Like what are we doing?
There's like three other guards that you have. There's like at least two other guards that you're looking to trade first.
Right.
Honestly, fucking Eric Gordon's still here. Is Kyle Lowry
Like
still?
yes. That's why VJ Edgecombe is wearing number 77, bro.
It's like four guards you're gonna look to trade before you trade Tyrese Maxey. Come on.
Right. You're talking about Quentin Grimes or guard of the future. I'm like, please shut up, bro. This is why you're not like this is why y'all are not GMs, man.
I know
Saying this
Daryl
stupid
Morey's
shit,
bad.
bro. It's like
But yeah,
Maury might be bad, but he ain't that bad.
that
All
bad. But
right,
yeah,
who's your number six? I'm kind of hoping it's not who I have.
it is Trae Young.
Okay, okay,
Really?
we have some difference.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
All right, go ahead. Let's talk about
Okay.
Trey Young.
Okay. Trae Young. This is probably the most underrated player in the league for how good he is right now.
He ain't underrated for me.
I know I'm about to hear something crazy. Last year he averaged 24 and 12. I don't think people realize how crazy that is. This Hawks team isn't that good, but that's not on him. You know,
And now it's a whole lot better.
it's a whole lot better now. And I've been seeing a lot of people like have this revisionist history on it based around like the Luka trade, how everybody at first was saying it was a win-win trade. But then people are all like, well, actually it's not because Luka's like all-time talent,
Yeah.
right? But it's like people all of a sudden treated like Trae Young is like this like bottom tier guy when he's like, in my eyes, a very clear step ahead of everybody that we've already listed, you know? I think
Yeah.
a guy like Tyrese Maxey is close, but the difference between the two is that playmaking gap, you know? Like
Trae
Trey
Young
Young's one
is
of
an
the
offense.
yeah, he is an offense engine. He's just an offensive engine. Like he's got everything that you would want from the modern day point guard, you know? He's got range from three, like he can shoot it as soon as he crosses half court. He might not be completely efficient, but his three-point percentage was still 34% last year. And the year before it was 37, you know?
Yeah.
And to me, that tells me a lot because he's not shooting catch and shoot threes. He's not Klay Thompson. He's pulling up and he's getting double teamed as soon as he touches the ball. So I don't know. I just expect a really good year from him. It was kind of weird though. Like my number five, first four are people that I'm not gonna move on that. But my number five, it was like it feel weird if that makes
Yeah.
sense. It's like I would be welcome to do it though. I'd be very welcome to move him to top five because he's just that good.
I mean, you add guys like Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Yeah,
You add Kristaps Porzingis,
yeah.
guys that are able to shoot and able to defend, and you're taking so much pressure off of him. You already have Dyson Daniels in there, who was fantastic for him. I mean, like the it's they're taking off defensive pressure off of him. They're
Hmm.
giving him people that can shoot off the catch.
Hmm.
I mean, they're finally building a team around him,
Yeah.
and we've been waiting for this for the longest time because DeJounte Murray was the dumbest thing they could have done.
I remember everybody thought that was gonna be like their big, like, oh man, this is their year. This is their time. And then their best year has still been when they beat the Sixers to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. So it's like
Yeah.
we
And Trey
seen what
Young is
happened.
so much better than he was then.
Mm-hmm.
So much better.
So much better.
Trey Young was actually bad that series, if we remember. He was actually not good in that series.
Yeah. I remember the
He had
Sixers got killed by like Kevin Herter. That's
yeah, he had some really stupid games and we just were stupider. Like
yeah.
that's just what it was.
He just happened
Um
to be playing the dumbest playoff team in the past couple of years.
exactly. Historically stupid with Ben Simmons and Brett Brown. Not Brett Brown, Doc Rivers just having a dumb off. Um like putting Danny Green on Trey Young. Like doing stuff like that. Um
Bat for
my
bat,
six is
Steph Curry.
my six is Cade Cunningham.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you would have put him like way higher.
That's the thing. The list gets so good.
Why? You have Cade at six?
My tier one is very large.
Okay. Okay. I mean, that's
um
fair. I mean, my fault. My fault. Let me let you cook.
okay, Kate Cunningham had a fantastic year.
Yeah.
I thought this was high for Kate Cunningham, but I guess I'm tripping a little bit. Um but I mean, we finally see him healthy and he carries his team, which isn't particularly impressive to a playoffs because this wasn't that much different than the team that had the worst losing streak of all time. You add Tobias Harris and Malik Beasley, and it's like that's not a team that you think is gonna, make those bounds. Um, this year it's a little different. I think going from Malik Beasley to Karis LeVert is a downgrade. I do because they just don't do the same things. And
Yeah.
what Malik Beasley was able to do, I understand getting a body to fill that, but what he was able to do with shooting and able to defend is different than what Karis LeVert is doing, which is much more like he's gonna get that mid range, gonna get to the cup sort of thing.
I mean, they got Duncan Robinson to help
Yeah,
take care of this.
yeah. I was about to mention they do have Duncan, and that helps. I just don't. I don't know. I
But
I,
no,
I
that's fair though. Yeah. That's
it's
completely
I it's different
yeah.
because Duncan Robinson's also a traffic cone on defense.
Yeah.
Um, and that's a big deal with the kind of DNA that this Detroit Pistons team has. But I mean, his playmaking is ridiculous.
Hmm.
His ability to get to the rim, um, he's gotten better shooting. Like
Hmm.
he's an outstanding player, and he could be 6, he could be 4, right?
He could be two. No, I'm playing.
I don't know about all that,
No, I'm like,
but um, I don't know. I think I just had a hard time putting him over the two other guys that I have
no,
here.
that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but uh, yeah. So that's my 6. I'm sure we're gonna talk about Cade in a minute. But who's your 5?
My number five is Steph Curry.
Ooh, ouch,
I know. I know.
ouch,
I know.
ouch, ouch.
Uh he was flip-flopping with my number four. Honestly, I might be pressed to put Steph at four,
Okay,
I'm gonna be honest. But my thing is,
I like it.
how much longer do we have until Steph Curry stops being like that guy? You know what I mean?
My thing is, I'm gonna keep putting him as that guy until he tells me he's not that guy, and he
Yeah.
has not told
And
me
see, that's
yet.
fair. It's I might be a little biased, against Steph, but I'm not gonna fault it. He's like generationally good. Like he's still like ridiculously good. This is not a thing of, oh, he's like clearly above the next couple of guys. It's more of a thing of these next couple guys, I expect bigger leaps and stuff. And I expect Steph might, start taking a step back. You know. I think
Yeah,
by the time
yeah,
the postseason comes around, he'll probably be top three, obviously, Probably honestly be number two behind our clear number one, I feel like. But for when we include the regular season, when we think about like how is this Warriors team like gonna fit work going forward? Is Jimmy Butler gonna play like a bigger part now? It's like it feels like Steph Curry and the Warriors just aren't as impressive anymore.
yeah.
Like
I mean,
even
they're old.
yeah, it's not even like they're not the 2017, 2018, 2016 super teams anymore. It's like even compared to 2022, 2023,
Yeah,
they just don't feel like
they're not.
yeah.
They're not.
So it's it was weird to put him here. I definitely can be inclined to put him higher, but I don't know. I think I feel pretty confident about putting him here though, at number five.
I mean, I respect, especially since his elite play is so based on his movement.
Mhm.
Like he's the best off ball players we've ever seen.
Yeah.
um, so his ability to get open and create for himself without even needing to touch the ball, it's a lot of running around, and that gets harder and harder when you get into 36, 37.
Yeah, and he's been consistent. He's consistently been getting injured. Like
That's true too.
he's in about the past couple of years.
That's true
Well,
too, and that
not the last 2 years, but we saw in the playoffs he had the hamstring injury.
yeah,
So I don't know. It's like you're worried, but it's like when you think these injuries are starting to pile on, and
yeah,
obviously he had the ankle injuries back. He had the real bad ankle problems back when he was younger. So
he
it's
did.
like now it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I hear it, and I definitely respect it. Having him drop a little bit. My 5 is where I have Jalen Brunson.
That's fair.
Um, I think putting him like I debated like him and Cunningham. Um, I just I think he was that he's the Knicks' entire offense, even though he
Hmm.
didn't have to be. I think
Hmm.
Tibbs played that offense so badly with like all the guys he had, but he was able to take a team that was poorly managed to the Eastern Conference Finals, and he's one of the most clutch players in the league.
Yeah.
His ability to make shots, his ability to attack the rim at his height. He's not super athletic at all, but his ability to just kind of bully you, and we make fun of the whole foul baiting thing, and I think his foul baiting is one of the more obscure. Um,
Watching
but
him when he
that's
did to the Sixers was like horrific to
it
watch.
hurts. But I mean, you're playing the game, right? You're playing the game, and you're getting what the game is. You're taking what the game is giving you, and
Mhm.
it's turning into points and it's turning into wins. So as
Yes.
long as that's happening, it's part of your game. It is what
It's
it
hard.
is.
Yeah.
It is what the league's never gonna change, so we better get used to it.
Hmm.
Um, it's just gonna be that way. Yeah, I mean, I've been watching Jalen Brunson since I was in middle school, and like I've been watching him forever. And he's just a mode of consistency, whether he's just being like a solid role player or now being a flat out star. And I don't know. I feel like he needs respect in this top five, and it's hard to put him higher, but I think this is a good spot for him.
I can respect that. I can respect that. It's funny that you say it because he's my number four.
Okay, I figured. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. You kind of like hit it on everything. Yeah. He's probably like what, a top five playoff performer right now, at
I
least
would say
I think
so.
in my eyes. He's like
He was
consistently.
stupid last playoffs, dude.
Yeah,
Stupid.
he's been extreme. He's been ridiculous every year in the playoffs the past couple of years. Like even dating back to the Mavs, like he was crazy then, and then he went to New York and he got even better.
Yeah,
So it's I don't know. He's just so consistently good. Especially at that height, as you said. He's like somehow stocky, but also like really quick on his feet at the same time.
yeah,
So it allows him to blow past all the bigger players, but then just bully all the smaller guys. Anyways,
exactly.
so and his mid-range game is crazy. His game off of 2 feet is crazy. Like he's got a 3-point ball. Like most teams are gonna be like, oh, we'd rather shoot the three, but then he hits it in the clutch anyways.
Yep.
So yeah,
He's got the
he is
Jimmy
that.
Butler in him.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good comparison to that. Yeah,
he's
like he
he's
hits
he's a
it when it matters.
small Jimmy Butler
Yeah,
with
yeah. I
bad
like that.
defense. Um,
Yeah. I guess that comes with being small though.
yeah. Uh, Speaking of small, my four is Trey Young. Um, yeah.
I like that.
Listen, I it was so easy for me to hate Trey Young for
Mhm.
what he did to my team, and I thought he was corny, and I still do. Um,
You see what we've
but
gone from Trey Young to Jalen Brunson, yo. This is funny as hell. Sixers getting bullied by these small foul baiting cards.
I hate it here so much, bro.
It's
I
so
hate
funny.
it. Uh, yeah, I mean we've said a lot about Trey Young, but so I don't need to really say much else. But I mean he's been keeping some really garbage teams afloat, and now
Yeah.
he has a competent team, and I expect him to just skyrocket. And I'm actually excited to watch him play. I really am. Um, and if he shows some effort on defense, which he really doesn't have to do because of how good that team is defensively now, it's fine.
I think,
It's
yeah.
fine.
I think that team's gonna make a playoff run. Especially with how weak the East is. Like, it's gonna be what? Them, the Magic, Knicks, Sixers, maybe.
I could very easily see them coming out to East.
I can respect that.
Like very easily. I could
There.
I could see that scenario very easily. Um so yeah, Trey Young four. Who's your three?
My number three is, if it wasn't obvious, Cade Cunningham.
Wow. I
Yeah,
like it, man. I like it.
yeah, yeah. I think we talked about him a bit already, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, come on. 6'8",
He's
elite scorer,
ridiculous.
elite passer. It's like he's a good defender. This Piston team is gonna be really good. The East is wide open. I just think he's gonna take another step. As long as he's healthy, he'll be completely fine this year.
Yeah,
Like he's gonna have a chance to go to four and be the best guard in the East coming up
absolutely.
this year.
I mean,
So,
I know they didn't really do much, but like they can make noise solely because of him.
yeah, they've got like solid, great young players around him. They've got a decent team. Like you see what happens when he finally got like good role players and players that started buying into winning, and all of a sudden they're going bat for bat with the Knicks in the
Yeah.
playoffs. It's
They
like,
really took him to seven, man.
yeah, like, and he's only gonna get better. It's like every year he looks even better, and it's like he's putting the league on watch. Like I wouldn't be surprised next year he averages 30 and 10. Like That's
He
ridiculous.
was damn close this year.
He was the yeah. Like it's crazy. Like he's in my eyes my very clear number three when we talk about just projecting.
Also, something that's not talked about, getting Jaden Ivey back is going to be huge.
Yeah, that's it's like
Huge. The
huge.
fact that they didn't have him last year is ridiculous.
Hmm.
And he's just going to have more pressure off of him. So I feel like when I was talking about that, didn't forget about, like, I heard someone say this. Their best offseason acquisition was Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, that, I forget who said it, but I'm like, that's so true. Because they didn't have him last year. And now you're
Yeah.
adding him to that team.
And all of a sudden it's like shit, okay, we lost Malik Beasley. Guess what? We've got another like genuinely good ball handler
Better.
now.
He's better.
Like he's just like I promise you, Cade Cunningham is the truth, man. I was about to put Luca at number three
Oof.
just because of him.
I had Steph 3. We
You
already
had
talked about
Steph
Steph. Where'd you have Brunson?
four,
4.
and
Okay,
I had
okay.
Steph five.
That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. So we already talked about Steph. So that's my 3. Who's your 2?
Um, Luca.
All right. So we got Shane, Luca,
So
1
we
and 2.
got Shane Luca. Yep. Okay. I figured we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, if Luca had defense, he'd be 1.
he'd be. He wouldn't be the number one point guard. He'd be the number one player.
Right. He'd be the best player in the league very easily. Um, but I think I think it's so hard to talk negatively about a guy that's number 2 on your list.
Mhm.
But in order to, like, him and Shea,
Mhm.
there's a gap there because I mean, like, Luca's deficiencies impact the team,
Yeah.
and that matters.
Yeah.
Like, how many star players, like top of the line, tier 1 stars, their deficiencies hinder a team? The list isn't long.
Uh,
Like, when you look at LeBron, what, like, his deficiencies was, like, in his prime was like shooting and free throws.
yeah.
He could
And
just not.
yeah. And then his shooting was never that bad either way. It was
Right.
like he'd hit him.
Yeah, he hit him when you need him.
Yeah.
And Luca can't not play defense.
Yeah.
And
Especially how bad this Lakers team is. He can't afford. This isn't like if he was still on the Mavs, surrounded by elite defenders, but then elite rim protection behind him. He's surrounded by a bunch of bums.
yeah, and not only is he a bad defender, he doesn't try.
Yeah.
He genuinely doesn't play that side of the floor. And that's a
Hmm.
problem.
Hmm.
And it's like you would almost see Nico Harrison's, like, his vision if it
Let's
wasn't
not
the
get too
dumbest trade
crazy.
of all time.
Let's
If it wasn't like if he said, okay, this direction, but then got an absolute dummy haul, it's like, okay, maybe,
right,
maybe. If
right,
you step back and squint, maybe. But that's not what happened. So we're
right.
not stepping back and squinting. We're not giving him the benefit of the
We're
doubt.
not defending Nico Harrison.
We're not defending Nico Harrison here. That
No.
bum should be fired. And every time he
Super
talks, I
Flag
want to
saved
punch a
his life.
wall. Yeah. Every time he talks, I feel bad for Mavs fans. But it's a problem.
Yeah.
And but his offense is so fucking good that it's like we talk about Trae Young being an engine, like, just running offense. Luca's offense is so good it runs both sides of the ball.
We saw him 2 years ago average 34, 9, and 10 a game. It, what? What?
Like, dude,
How?
it's ridiculous. And he has LeBron James that he's just throwing lobs to, and it's just like he can just have fun with it. And he's lost some weight. Now you have a real center.
Mhm.
Regardless of how good he is, he's a center that they did not have before.
He's competent.
He's Yeah, when he can get out of his driveway, and
Come on.
I can't. I've never seen anyone
That was so funny.
DeAndre out can't shovel the snow.
That was I can't even blame because it was crazy out there during
it
that time.
was
I do think
crazy.
it was crazy. But that's just such a funny like
It was. Never seen it before.
Never
But
seen it
yeah,
before.
I think his offense is so good it makes him a top five player in the NBA.
Yeah, easily. He's ridiculous. Like, like I think a big issue was last year. It was he was coming off the injuries. He got switched to
Yep.
another team middle of the season. The team got switched to was terrible. You know,
And it was mentally like bad on him.
yeah, exactly. And then he gets to the playoffs and he plays what the second best defensive team in the playoffs.
Yeah, they didn't
Plays
have a
against a team
shot.
that have elite perimeter protection. He plays against a team with elite rim protection, elite help side protection. He's got no lob threat because Jackson Hayes is like objectively terrible at basketball.
I can't believe they resigned him. That's so stupid.
I don't know. I think they just resigned him just so they have another center on the bench.
But he's not another center.
Look, the Lakers got like seven players that really shouldn't be on that team, if we're being honest.
Just have LeBron play center again, man. Oh,
Don't do that to him. He's like 700 years old. He can't keep doing this with this team. Yeah,
put
it
LeBron in the paint, man.
poor Bron.
All right.
But yeah, yeah. Luke, we were hating a little bit too much on Luca, but his offense is crazy. Like he's got it
Yeah.
all.
I was just saying why I haven't met too.
Yeah, honestly, he's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're that's the only negative you can say about Luca because he's ridiculous.
I think he's gonna have another 2023 year this year.
Oh, I think so too.
I think he
I
will.
he's got a big chip on his shoulder, man. He really does. I'm rooting
Yeah.
for him.
He's dropping 100 on the Mavs. Nick Liam.
Yeah.
He might,
Oh, he might be the guy to do it. He would be.
he might do it.
All right. Let's talk about your boy.
Not just the best point guard in the league, but the best player in the league. My guy, my GOAT, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'm not ready to say that, but he did have
This
the
guy.
one of the greatest individual seasons you can ever have. Like
Uh,
easily.
yeah. He is I know he loves to say it, but he's the definition of consistency, you know. As he already said, his life is consistent and his play is consistent.
I see the J Will and J Dub go like oh man, he's oh shout out Shay, man. He is consistent, man.
So good.
Um,
He's the best scorer in the league, like very clearly by far. Um, his defense, he's like out all the guys on our top 10 list, he's like the only one I
yeah,
can consider an elite defender at the position.
yeah. I think the only one that's close is Cade, and he's
Yeah.
not.
And he's not an elite there.
He's
So,
not Shay.
right.
Um,
You know, he's crazy. His mid-range game, as we know, like crazy. He's like he doesn't miss from the mid-range. His finishing game, he's probably the best finisher in the league right now, if I'm being honest,
yeah,
when I account for everything. Three-point game. We saw him take a lot of threes this year, which honestly isn't that bad considering he was shooting 37% from the regular season.
he
And
was coasting 70 wins, man.
yeah, he literally just he coasted to 70 wins while missing his two centers for like a majority of the season.
And also, their 3-point shooting wasn't good, so he had to take more.
Yeah. It's his playmaking has like gotten a lot better. Like especially in the postseason, I feel like his postseason playmaking is like what really said to me like, okay, he's better than Jokic now. Like I'm gonna say that actually. I'm gonna say that. I'll let you hold your thought. I'm gonna say it. SJ is the best player in the league. I don't think it's I'm not gonna say it's not close because it is close. But I'm gonna say in the sense that it's not close enough for me to really think Jokic is better than him anymore. You know?
Wow.
You know, as far as defense goes, we could talk about defense all day. I'm not going to talk about that. You know what I'm saying he's got a knack to be a really good shot blocker. He's really
Yeah.
good at reading passing lanes, getting steals, pickpocketing very easily. Like we see teams attack him, but that's just because he's surrounded by all defensive players. And then when he does get attacked, he still holds his own. As far as offense goes, We already said best scorer in the league, unstoppable when he really wants to. He'd get more points, but the Thunder were blowing teams out, so it never really was a thing of, oh, you have to score 40, 50 points for us to win. Honestly, you only have to score 30, and we'll still blow them out by like 20.
You're not wrong.
We saw in the postseason, like there were so many times, especially throwback to that Pacers game, nobody else could get anything going. He just goes down, scores 15 points straight in the fourth quarter. You know, every time he touched the ball, it was like it's gonna result in like either a bucket for him or a pass to somebody else. And his passing's just gotten better. He's gotten better at finding the open man. His assist numbers don't look crazy, but a lot of it's because it's leading to like hockey assists. We'll see him make the
Yeah.
correct pass. They swing it to the corner. It's an open three. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean his assist numbers last year was a full assist more than his career average. So it's like he's getting better. I mean, he's doing more.
it's just
And
getting better.
there's also so many guys that can put the ball on the floor on that team
Hmm.
where you don't have to, or like when you pass it, they're going to do a little thing. It's not they're not always playing hot potato with it.
Yeah, like he
So,
might get it out to Chet, who's he like we saw a lot on that pick and pop with Chet. He drives in, he draws two, three defenders, he gets it out to Chet. Chet can either shoot the open three or he can pump fake and he gets to the rim with a head of steam.
mhm.
So it's like it's just in my eyes, he's just kind of cemented himself as the best player in the league by this point.
Yeah, I think it's close for me. I think I feel like I could say that after like next year or whatever. But I don't know. It's close for me. I think it's just because of what Jokic does, we just don't see it. um, but I don't know. I feel like defensively, he does have a leg up at that for sure.
Yeah.
Um, man, shout out to Shea, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and read out my list, and we'll get into these questions, and then we'll call it a night. All right. So my top 10 point guards, we got Shea, Luca, Steph, Trey Young, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, John Morant, Darius Garland. My honorable mentions being LaMelo Ball, Jamal Murray, and De'Aaron Fox.
My top 10 is SGA, Luca, Cade, Jalen Brunson, Steph Curry, Trey Young, Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, John Morant, Darius Garland, and honorable mentions are De'Aaron Fox, Andrew Nembhard, Jamal Murray, LaMelo Ball, and Russell Westbrook.
All right, there we go. Let's get into these questions.
Let's get into the
Um,
fan questions of the week. We got some fun
so
ones.
yeah, we got some good ones. First question, um, you might notice if you guys checked out our top 10 quarterback list, but Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen. Um, I am pretty like wishy-washy on this because I think they're just so unbelievably stupid good. And they both do things that like my jaw is just wide open because I can't believe that.
Nigga, what? What did you just say?
Um, I
Yo.
that sounded way better in my head. I swear to God. Um,
All right, bro.
I don't know how to recover from that.
All right, bro.
I'm just,
Say what you're
I'm
saying,
just,
bro. Say what you're saying,
I,
bro.
I'm just shocked every time I see either one of them play because they just do things that
Yeah.
just leave me speechless. And so I don't know. I feel like if you had to ask me today, I would probably say Lamar just because
Mhm.
of the rushing ability, and he's still an absolute elite passer.
Yeah.
Um, so I probably say Lamar, but I get the argument for either.
Yeah. I know. I think I said it before. I'm more cemented on Josh Allen. I think he's just a better playoff performer. So that's just kind of what I took from those two. Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly.
It's so
Yeah, it's a
close.
good question though. They're both. It's really
Yeah.
close. They're both really good.
All right. I think a few more uh sports questions.
Hmm.
Um, what do you think about this year's SB winners? Who do you think got snubbed? I watched the SBs. I just had it on. I wasn't normally these aren't the ones I'm like super invested in because I think like the league specific ones matter the most. I like that Simone Biles won so much and she was
Hmm.
able to really win in like male dominated fields. I think that was cool to show like she's genuinely one of the greatest athletes of all time and deserves the recognition for it. I think some of the ones I was like the one I was like, come on now, was saying the best WNBA player was Caitlin Clark when
What?
she won best WNBA player.
I didn't watch it. Oh my, ew.
And they didn't like announce that one. They did like a sub, like I kind of like slid that. I was like, oh,
They even knew.
I know why you did that
That's funny.
because I can like Asia Wilson was better, Nafisa Collier was better, John Cole Jones is better, Brianna Stewart was better. Like if you really want me to go to the line of who was better last year,
You can't even
like
say
we
it was like
can.
a this year thing either.
Right. Like last year she's a great rookie. She was a rookie. Like what are we doing? What are we doing? Um
It's not even like we're looking at a Candace Parker type year where she just came in and was like the best player.
no, it's like even the first 10 games she sucked. But it's like, it happens. You're not supposed to be the best player in the league your rookie year and she wasn't. And she God
That's
sure
weird.
isn't this year.
That's weird because all the other ones they look pretty valid as far as like best players, best teams.
That's why I was so like shocked
Odd.
because it didn't make much sense.
Wouldn't make much sense.
And I
But
don't know.
it happens, you know. But yeah,
Like I don't think that SB like really matters much, but
yeah.
like
But as far as like all the other awards go, I think I'm pretty like cool with these. Obviously, I'm a little biased for SGA winning the best athlete for men's sports and best NBA player, as he should, you know.
I was trying to think. I agree that he should have won best male. I was trying to think if I'm thinking who would also be like I forget who the nominees were. Like Shohei had a
Yeah.
ridiculous record breaking year.
Well, Shohei, at
Um
least Shohei won best MLB player.
yeah, which makes sense. So yeah,
Hmm.
I definitely agree with that one. Best team being the Eagles. I mean, we've never seen a more dominant run in playoffs. Period. I don't think.
We just watched the best Eagles team of all time, and it's not close.
Yeah, we watched one of the best NFL teams of all time.
Yeah, that's an Eagles team that could have went 16-1 if it wasn't for injuries.
Yeah, like we're talking like level of dominance to that like 2013 Seahawks team,
Hmm.
like the Legion of Boom. Like this is
Y'all don't
this
want to
is
say it. I'm gonna say it, better defense than that Seahawks team.
yeah. I mean, more complete for sure.
I'll say it.
Um, yeah. I mean, it's just stupid how good they were. So I can't. That I was pretty fine with overall. That one I was a little shaky on. The other
Mhm.
ones,
Yeah.
it's cool. It's fine.
Yep.
Um, Are y'all excited for a Major League All Star Weekend? For the MLB to be in Philly next year. I'm hyped. I feel like
Yeah.
Philly's getting a lot of sporting events. We're getting the World Cup. We're getting the All
Yeah.
Star game. I will be there. Like anyone wants to join me, they can join me, but I will. My ass will be in the seat. Um,
We'll be there. We will be
I
there.
want to go to a home run derby so bad. Home run
Yep.
derbies are electric, dude. Like being able to watch this year was crazy. And the MLB has the best All Star game
Hmm.
by far.
Hmm.
It's not even like we had this year was the swing off with Kyle Schwarber. It was like is it was tied in the ninth. So instead of going to extra innings, they basically did penalty kicks but for home runs.
Hmm.
And Kyle Schwarber hit 3 home runs in a row. Like just stupid stuff, man. So I and it's gonna be in my city. I will be there. I'm
We will be
very
there.
excited. Yeah, we will be there. Um, yeah, are you excited?
Oh, dude, of course I'm excited. I've just started getting into the MLB, so this is like perfect timing, honestly.
Oh, it's gonna be ridiculous. Seeing
It's
like
like
all the best players in one stadium. Oh,
it's like crazy.
in
Like,
your stadium?
yeah, you're right. It's like
Yeah.
it's so crazy to like really lucky, man. Gosh, shout out Philly sports. We're so lucky lately.
Yeah, it's been a crazy few years,
Crazy
man.
couple of years, hasn't it?
Like goodness. Um, and there's a few questions about the WNBA All Star Weekend. I was busy pretty much the entire weekend, so I didn't really catch much of it at all.
Mhm.
Um,
It's pretty good from what I watched. I like the actual like I liked all the other stuff except for like the game.
yeah,
I don't want to say I didn't like the game, but I liked all the other stuff a lot more. You know, from the skills challenge to the 3-point contest.
the game wasn't very competitive. Shout out Tasha
Yeah.
Cloud for winning the skills challenge. She's just
Mhm.
I saw her last run. She's ridiculous. Also a Philly
Sabrina,
athlete. Yeah, so dude, I saw she went crazy.
she went nuts. She told Steph, run that back, man. We need a spin back on that.
She could beat him, man.
It was great though. It was great to watch that, you know. Even if it wasn't a competitive game, it was still great to like see the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always good to see like these players,
Mhm.
who are so great just share a court together, and I think either way you can appreciate it. Um, a big highlight for the WNBA, which goes into go into our other questions, was the stud bud. Shout out Natisha Heidemann, Courtney Williams, the starting point guard and the backup point guard for the Minnesota Lynx. Courtney Williams, Chicago legend. She was on Chicago Sky for 1 year, and she was awesome. She's just so good. She's one of the best mid-range players in the game. Her game is ridiculous. And Natisha Heidemann's a really good um energy scorer off the bench. But they've taken the league by storm with their streaming, and I think it's really cool for the sport that they kind of give you behind the scenes into what's going on, which we don't see in the NBA. So it's
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
Um,
great. We'll be dyeing our hair pink.
that is actually one of the questions. Would y'all dye your hair matching colors like the stud buds? Um, how about what if we get like 100 subs on Spotify in
Mhm.
like the next 2 weeks, month, something? I think we have like 10 right now. If we get like 100, we'll pick a color, do something.
Yeah, okay, okay. I like that. I like that. I like that.
I was thinking, I was like, what would I do to that? Like, I was like, I, that's a commitment, man.
That's
I
a
don't
commitment.
know.
That is a lot.
It might have to be more than 100. We'll let y'all
We'll
know.
discuss it later.
Yeah, we'll figure out the details later.
Uh,
Um, yeah. Okay. So
oh, we got one
we
from
got one more question. Two more
yeah,
questions.
yeah, we've got one
Um,
sports one.
yeah. Yes, we do. Do you want to say that one?
Okay, so our next question is our favorite sports movies, and do we have any WNBA or NBA rivalries that we always tune into?
Um, favorite sports movies.
Ooh, it's hard.
I think Remember the Titans is just always gonna be one with Denzel Washington. Um, that's always one like I've seen it countless times. Just iconic scene after iconic scene. Um, I was an Airbud kid growing up, so
We
that
get the you seem like an
the
Airbud
hell
kid.
the hell is that supposed to mean?
You seem like an Airbud kid, don't worry.
I don't know what that means. So I think those two would definitely be.
I feel like Space Jam's the easy classic to say.
Oh, there you
Uh,
go. Yeah, for
Creed and
sure.
Gran Turismo. I would
I
say
haven't seen that one.
shout out that. I'm missing like two. I can't think of them. But
How
yeah.
about Thunderstruck? Is that one of yours? Thunder Boy.
Thunderbolt. I don't know how
This
to
is
feel about
this
that. Why'd you say it like, like and shout out Karate Kid, Jaden Smith. I don't know if that counts as a
Oh, the original Karate Kids were better than that one though.
You would think that.
They were. Shout out
You would
Jaden Smith, but they were.
you would think that.
I was bored watching the Jaden Smith
And,
one.
oh, 42.
Oh, I love that movie.
I know.
Love
I
that
was
movie.
like looking through a list of my favorite ones. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, 42 is great. I love that. I
yeah.
love that. Chadwick Boseman did such a good job.
Yeah,
Um,
that might be the good one. I
yeah.
think so.
Um, Rivalries I always tune into. Um, across basketball. For the NBA, Sixers Celtics usually gives you a good game. It's it's either like a nail biter or like I don't know. It's gotten because it used to be like pretty one side towards the Celtics, but I feel like it's sneakily gotten like pretty darn competitive. And we had a really good playoff series against them. So that'd be my NBA one. I also Warriors Grizzlies. Now hasn't been as good, but like there's always some bad blood there. Um I think that's a pretty good one. One thing, one I'm watching for the WNBA, which I've seen like blossom a little bit. They played tonight and it wasn't as competitive, but Chicago Sky and Minnesota Lynx.
Mhm.
Chicago beat them the other night, and everyone brought up the quote from Courtney Williams saying, "Man, y'all haven't beat Chicago yet." Talking to Dejanay Carrington, it's like, "Man, you didn't beat us either," and they beat us two other times. But like, we're also bottom of the league. They're the best team in the league, so beating them was a big deal. They had three losses in the season. So, I mean, I could see because Angel Reese was going toe to toe with Nafisa Collier every game. And Nafisa's like she might be the best player in the league right now. She's playing
Probably.
that level. Um, so those are my rivalries. I'm really excited about basketball wise.
Okay. For me, yeah, it'd be a lot of the same thing. Thunder Rockets is a big favorite of mine. It's been a
That's
big
a
favorite of
sneaky
mine for a
one.
while. It's been such a good one for a while. That team's like always competitive, no matter what those teams are doing, they're always really competitive with each other.
Yeah.
Um, Sixers, Raptors was a pretty,
Oh, that's a good one.
yeah,
Yeah. That's Sixers Raptors. They always have like good moments. I
yeah.
mean, we've had game winners both sides. Just it's usually a nail biter. It's usually pretty physical too. For better for worse. Um,
And Russell Westbrook and the opposing team's point guard back in like from 2014 to from like 2013 to like 2020 because he always seemed to have beef with them no matter what.
that's true. That happens a lot.
Yeah, shout out Dame.
Shout out Dave, man. I've also been seeing the like you kind of forget that Joel and Russ really did have a rivalry early on.
That
Like,
Thunder Sixers game, like what was that, 2018?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That was one of the
I need
best.
that back, man.
God, it was so good, right?
I need that era of basketball back. Like, that was good stuff, man.
I don't want to be old anymore. I miss it.
Seriously, that was. I want to experience that era when I'm like fully like aware of what's happening, because like I lived in it, but like I didn't like I couldn't grasp it like I can today. So I want to. That's like my if I had one superpower, it would be to go back to watch sports eras, when I can fully understand it. Um,
Uh,
our final question. I don't know if I have an answer to this one, but it's an interesting one. Who is a TV and or movie character that inspires you? Um, then I'll say this guy.
I
Um,
love that. I love
his
Godzilla.
his ability to not give a fuck and to just like destroy the city, but also fight the bad guys when you need is inspiring to me.
Have you
Like
seen Godzilla minus one?
I don't think I haven't.
Yo, you need that's the best Godzilla movie I've ever seen. It was good. It's a Japanese one though. It's on
Oh
Netflix.
yeah, the the Japanese they're the best ones though. They're
Yeah.
they're the best ones. I've watched so many of the old Godzilla movies.
Oh my
It's
God. I promise you'll love it. I'll send it to you after.
I'm sure I will. I actually like.
I like teared up watching it at the end.
I
I don't
love
want to say too,
Godzilla.
but I did tear up at a Godzilla movie. That movie was that good.
Listen, speaking of tearing up, we had the Superman question last week. I watched Superman. I
I haven't,
did cry. You haven't seen it yet?
oh, I'm not going to go too much on it. I'm losing my mind here.
Dude, I'll just say it was so good. I was crying and it wasn't at the end of the movie I was crying. I was crying in the middle of the movie.
I need to be inspired, man. Please, I need to see this movie.
S- Superman inspired me. He said the most cliche quote of all time, and I was like, let's go, man. That's Superman. I was like, man,
Yeah.
that's good. Fired me up.
Yeah. Okay. So you said two. I'm gonna say cool pool. Simone from the anime Gurren Lagann definitely is my guy. You wouldn't know. I think I told you to watch it before.
He probably did.
Yeah. But yeah. Those are my two. If you say three, I've got a third one coming in. Don't worry.
I don't know if I have another one. I don't know. I have to think about this one.
But yeah.
Um, yeah, that's
Actually,
tough.
I don't know if I have a third one. I might have just
I don't.
lied to you.
Yeah, I don't know how many like characters I take inspiration from. I don't know. I feel like I get more inspiration from like I get inspiration from like athletes and such. Like their work ethic and like how they do certain things. I don't know if I've gotten it from a character per se,
Yeah.
but
It's more like
that's an
people, right?
what was that?
It feels like it's always more people.
Yeah, it's usually more because like I don't know. You see the full scope of what they're doing and not just like different moments. And I gotta like know the person to feel inspired by them. I don't know, but it's
Yeah.
an interesting question because I'm sure people do,
Yeah.
and I respect it. I really do. Let us know if there's a TV or movie character that inspires you, and tell us why. I'm very interested.
I know.
I
I'm super interested, honestly.
genuinely am. That was a good question. There's some questions we need to get to that we'll get to next week.
Hmm.
So if we can't get to it, we haven't forgotten you. We're just gonna please watch next episode, and we'll promise we'll get to you. Um, so yeah, that is all. Next week we're gonna go to shooting guards and give you our top 10, and I'm excited about that, man.
It's a weird list because that position isn't very good.
It's gonna get tough.
It's gonna get hard.
It's gonna get rough, but
That,
it's gonna be fun. That's the fun in it.
yeah.
What?
No, nothing, man. It's gonna get tough. It's gonna get rough. My fault, bro. You try to start freestyling. My bad, gang.
It's not gonna be enough. All right. So
All right.
thank you for watching or listening. Whatever you do, whatever you did. We appreciate you. We love y'all. We appreciate the support. Make sure you share, comment, download all the actions. We will see you next week.
Yep. We'll see y'all. Thank you.
Peace out.